Hello, and this is Bogas Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Walgreens exclusive Rick Grimes action figure. But before I do, I wanted to talk about a great new app I downloaded. It's called Cooler, and it has this logo on it, this polar bear with the sunglasses on, and it's a really cool app. You can make GIFs of The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Rick and Morty, any show you can think of, you can make GIFs out of it. And it's a really great company. And this shirt is from them. It just goes to show you how great the company is. And I really want you to download the app and try it out and tell me what you think of it. So if you like it, be sure to tell your friends about it. Okay, now I'm going to do my review. So I think McFarlane Toys did amazing with this action figure. It looks like Andrew Lincoln. It really does. But I do have a gripe with it. So before I get on to that, I'm going to show the accessories that it comes with. First off, he comes with his signature Colt Python. And they did a really good job with this, the detail McFarlane did. It's got a dark gray dry brushing, kind of a gunmetal color on top of the silver. It's even got a dry brushing of dark brown on top of the light brown on the trigger of it. The handle of it. And here he comes with his standard police pistol. And it looks really good. Like the black one, and it's just all silver, so I really like that. And it comes with a walkie-talkie. Now I really like this. McFarlane Toys put a lot of detail into it. It actually looks like a real walkie-talkie, and that's one of my complaints about this. It would have been nice if there was a hook or maybe like a peg where you could put it into his belt, but it can't. And he can hold it in his hand, just not real well. He can kind of just the edge of it. He can only hold the edge of it like that. But I suppose it still looks pretty good like that. I just wish that he could hold it just a little bit better. And lastly, he comes with this standard just baseball bat. And I really like this. It's like a light brown and it goes into a dark brown and a dry brushing of black over it. I really like it. Would have been nice if McFarlane Toys would have put some blood on the end of it. Maybe a little bit of blood splatter on it. But that's fine. I still like it. And now, this is one thing I don't like about the figure. He can kind of just hold it loosely like that. And his other hand is cupped like that, so it can hold the bottom of his gun like that. So he can't really do anything with it. He can just do that, and that doesn't really look right. He can hold it in one hand, but it's kind of loose. But I still love this toy. I mean, it's still great. These are just nitpicks of mine, you know, nothing really major. And I like this. This is actually just a recast of the Series 1 head sculpt, but McFarlane Toys added the hat to it, the sheriff's hat. And I really like that. McFarlane Toys did really good with it. I like the detail on him. I think that they really did good with this. His head, I don't know if the camera's getting it because of, his head really doesn't tilt up that much, and it's probably darkening him a little bit. There. But McFarlane Toys did really good, and I think that really looks like Andrew Lincoln. So I think they did a good job with that. And I just like the collar of his shirt. It's got like dry brushing of dark brown and black over to make it look like sweat and dirt. And I really like that. They've sculpted the wrinkles in nicely, and even the sheriff's department on his shirt. That you can normally on toys like this with small writing, they just kind of put like little scribbles, but that's really it. But McFarlane Toys goes the extra mile and actually spells it out. It's actual words, and I really like that. And I think they did great on his pants too. I think the stripe came out really good. That is the one thing that I was afraid of, is that the stripe wouldn't be a good collar. But it came out really good, and none of the lines were scratched off or anything like that. And McFarlane Toys did great on the sculpting on his pants too. That's one thing that McFarlane Toys is always good on, is the sculpting details and wrinkles. They get it down to every little inch. They do perfect with their toys. And for his just standard police pistol, he can hold it. He can actually hold his guns really well. That's what works best. And you just put it in like that. raise his hand like that. I think that looks really awesome, because you're supposed to put his Colt Python in the holster, because he's supposed to just be using his standard pistol, his police pistol. But I found that if you do want to replace them, that even though this is meant for his Colt Python, that it'll port down in there, and it stays in there really well. So if you want to make him hold his signature gun, then you can. You can just put it in his hand like that. And that's why I like that it's in this pose, because it looks like he's really holding the gun like he's ready to attack, or like he's on guard. The balancing this thing's a little hard, but it does have some good articulation in the ankle so that you can get him in a position where he's holding the gun really well. So I really like that. So if you do have trouble with the articulation, just fiddle with the feet, and it'll work out in the end, because the articulation really helps this figure with that. So now I'm going to go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can't move back at all because of the hair in the hat. Now that's why his head was so dark, because I'm trying to tilt it up so that the camera gets all the details in, but due to this, he can only move back that far. But he can look down and move side to side. He's got ball-jointed shoulders that can move out this much. He's got a swivel at the bicep, single-jointed elbow. He's got a swivel wrist that can move side to side and up and down. This is the same on this side. His watch doesn't hinder his articulation at all. He's got a swivel at the waist. He's got a swivel at the hips, but you really can't move it because he'll do that. And that looks really goofy, but because he's kind of battle posed like most of the Series 1 figures were. He's got a swivel at the thighs. He's got single jointed knee, and of course he's got the ball jointed ankles, and that helps with the articulation a lot. And it's the same with this, and he can kick forward, but it's more like that. It looks really, really goofy. But I love this toy because I think that McFarlane Toys was really wise in doing the battle posing to where he's just kind of, his legs are in one position for him to stand like that, because this toy looks epic. And it looks so much like Andrew Lincoln, it isn't even funny. And just, it's in his hand just a little loosely, I'm trying to get it in there. So he can't really hold the bat well. He can hold it in one hand, but he can't really hold it with two hands. And with the walkie-talkie, he can hold it. It's really good. He can hold it, but I would like it so that you could port it into his belt, like in the show. It wouldn't even have to be like in real life where it has the clip that clips onto his belt. It could just be a plug that goes into a hole like that. But it's really good, and I would highly recommend this toy. This toy is really amazing. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below where you can find this toy, and I'm going to leave a link in the description below for Cooler if you're interested in that. So, if you like this video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.